Yeah, it was totally worth it. Let me tell you. The swing was worth it, man. 100%. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you because we're late in the season. We're almost here at Eldraine, and I've been hanging around Diamond, man. I want a real killer, man. I want a real killer to try to push towards Mythic. I've been hanging around enough, and this came suggested by a fellow channel, a friend of the channel, I would have to say, Rebellion, over with Max Damage and all them over there, Darkstream, Griffin. They come raid us every now and again. We've seen them. Max Damage has actually been on our podcast once or twice. So they said this was going hard in Mythic right now. The version of this, I've modified it slightly. Their mono black standard, they said, was a real killer in Mythic right now. So I said, all right, if it works in Mythic, it should work in Diamond. So we're going to take a look at this mono black that I've put my own little spin on here and see if it really can get the job done, can push us up rank. Before we do that, I want you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe. It's gonna rip you up. He's gonna kill you by not liking and subscribing. Go right down there for more J Villain videos. That's an order for more ones. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you layer live and in person. Hit that bell because we are streaming on YouTube now, so you can catch a YouTube live stream if you want. We would love to have you there anytime live. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. Post your decks, ask questions, hang out, whatever you want. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So if you haven't checked out my AetherHub, you want a copy of this deck, go check it out. Also, I'm going to leave a link for the Rebellion channel down, because they were the ones who kind of gave the archetype for this deck, down in the description as well. So the credit's going to be right down there. So with this one, we kind of have just your standard mono black. There's a few little flares that I like, and a few little touches that make it a little different. Heavy emphasis on forced sacrifice. Heavy emphasis on forced sacrifice and discard. So I would hazard to call this a discard deck. There is quite a bit, and it is one of the main things that we're going to be doing. So, of course, we have our removal package, which is going to be 4 cut downs. If we need to get rid of those aggros, that's your best bet right there. 4 cut downs. Now, if you want to split the difference with more go for the throats or something like that, we do have a lot of kill in this deck, which is obviously, it's essential nowadays. So 4 cut downs, 3 go for the throats. That is going to be the direct. Then we're going to have 3 Sheoldred's Edict, of course, which is our Planeswalker removal. 4 sacrifice Planeswalker, 4 sacrifice token or non-token. Very useful right there. So grand total, a total of 11, 7 direct removal, 3 indirect, and even more on top of that, which is very deadly. It's just a massacre type deck, that's what we're doing there. Duress, we're going to open up with Duress as well for the early discard. Now, they did suggest a pretty big sideboard, which also I modified slightly. I don't really think this figure's that great, but more Duress, maybe more Pilfer, and maybe more Gopher for alternate removal there. I would probably suggest Infernal as well, in case you're running into that artifact problem. Artifact problem being naturally that we are running into things like Incubate, and we can't get rid of artifacts that way, or even a Phyrexian Fleshgorger. So that's what we're doing. Evolve Sleeper. So yeah, you want to, the turn 1 Duress is actually very good, because we have people scoop on that. You get a look at their whole hand, and you get to take out a key card. People get mad. Sometimes they do the turn 1 Duress scoop. Evolve Sleeper. Great early opener. I've stopped playing it so much, but I've got to get back into it, especially when you get the higher and you're able to draw cards each turn. That's, of course, very useful. Getting that Death Touch is very useful. The problem that I was having with it is it just gets killed right away, especially with Cut Down, Lightning Bolt, or anything, but we do have to bait some removal out of their hand for them to get rid of it, so that's fine. Tenacious Underdog, great swing in there. I was always skeptical about this card, but he's pretty much a workhorse of mono black right now. 1 black and 1, 3/2. You can blitz him for a big cost, but you get to draw a, you can cast him in your graveyard, but he gets haste, and you get to draw a card. Honestly, if you have Sheoldred, it doesn't really matter. Being able to swing in, he's kind of board wipe proof and exile proof, unless they exile graveyards. He avoids the Sunfall and the board wipes because he instantly comes in and then goes away. You have to recast him every turn and take the life hit. But honestly, if you're draining life out, it's not that bad of a deal. It's worth it to be able to ping him for that each life each time. So we're not too mad about that, and he flows cards into the hands. Graveyard Trespasser, will she ever get old? The hungry, hungry girl. She's going to do what she does. 1 black and 2, 3/3. War, discard a card. Again, very nice fit because we are focusing on the discard aspect here. When you have to get rid of a discard, if they only have 1 card in their hand, it's not, they can't, it's functionally immortal unless you hit board wipes, because you can't target it unless you have those extra cards. So people might start the game thinking, well, I can discard to play a lightning bolt or direct removal on it, and then we keep playing them, and then we start eating the other ones out of the graveyard, hitting that gain and drain, and all of a sudden they're losing cards at an insane rate trying to deal with this thing. Which is very dangerous, especially when we have Duress, and especially when we have Lily of the Vili, Liliana of the Veil. So basically, each player is going to discard with the +1. We don't really worry about that because we can discard stuff like, we don't need. If we have Duress, or even a Tenacious Underdog is not a bad idea to discard because it can be played out of there. So that's what it's going to be really working on right there. So we also really want to punish our opponent. If they have low cards, we're going to make sure cards stay out of their hand. Then, of course, you have the turn 1, you can force sacrifice a creature, which fits in nicely to even more removal. Then the ultimate, which I rarely ever use, separates all permanents into 2 piles. They choose one, whether they want their creatures or they want their mana. It really sets them back a lot. But Lily of the Vili, very good card here, especially with leaning in more to that discard black. Phyrexian Arena, I don't often do it, but we are trying to get card superiority right here. It's not bad. The beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Yeah, sure. I think we have some more of them in the graveyard. It pairs nicely with Sheoldred because you gain 1 life instead of losing 1 because it kind of evens out. Card superiority obviously is the idea here. We want to have a heavier stacked hand than they do. We want to leave them with 1 or 2 cards while we have 5 or 6. So we just have more options, more power, more overall just firepower on the board doing what we do. Not bad. And this was an interesting ad, and I would say that maybe you even want to put 2 in here. This is the final of the sword cycle. Here it is, guys. Sword of Once and Future. So we have the full sword cycle that started with the Mirrodin Avenged and all that. Mirrodin and the new Phyrexia stuff. 1 for each color combination. This is the Dimir one. 3 down. Now, this was such an odd to me, but it is so good. It has come in handy a lot. And I would even say, I would hazard to put, even if you wanted to do 2 of these, which I actually didn't craft, instead of 1 less one of them, it's really good. Why? Creature gets it's 3 to put down, 2 to equip, so it equips next turn. Equip creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from blue and black. So direct removal and knockback, 2 major colors on the color pie right now that are hovering, dominating a lot of the mana it's going to get protection from. When equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, surveil 2, which of course surveils, you look at the top 2 cards and then put any number of them in your library and the rest in the top back. It's kind of like a graveyard scry. Then you may cast an instant or sorcery spell with a mana 2 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would put in graveyard, exile it instead. So we have a lovely way here that we can actually put a Duress, a Cut Down, any one of these force kills cards, force sacrifice or direct kill cards, pay it for free when we hit. So a free kill after going in is very useful, especially we can stock the graveyard with what we need. So really fun addition right there. I actually really like that addition. I actually might put more of them in there. We're of course going to finish with Sheoldred, just the masterpiece card right here. 4/5, 2 black and 2 as the gold, not even gold standard, diamond standard, platinum standard for fucking mythic drops right here, man. For 4 drops. If it's going to be a 4-drop and it's going to go in your deck, is it better than Sheoldred? Yes or no? I don't know. That's the litmus test that you have to do. 4/5 Death Touch, gain 2 when you draw, they lose 2 when they draw. Such a good card. It belongs in every black deck, probably until it gets banned, gets nerfed, or rotates out. Then I actually upped the Phyrexian Gorgers here. I really like this as a nice 3-drop because we don't only have 4 3-drop creatures. This actually increases them with the prototype. 3/3 prototype, Menace, and Lifelink. You have to pay life equal to the Phyrexian Fleshgorger's power to target it, which is very effective right there because they're going to lose life no matter what. Helps you with that Lifelink to gain life back. And a 7/5 on the back end there at the full cost for a 7. Really hitting hard there with Menace, Lifelink, and Ward. 21 Swamps. 1 Takanumas. I would actually probably up the Takanumas to 22 and do 20. And 3 Mishra's Foundry. We're going 25 mana on this. You're always going to have mana. And you're going to maybe be over-mannered, but however, those manlands really do help. Those Mishra's Foundries, they do swing in with a nice amount of extra damage in a pinch right there in case people are board wiping, in case people are mess exiling. They can really get a comfortable hit there. And if you have 2 of them out, you can make it Assembly Worker, then give +2/+2 to Assembly Worker and swing in and do all that good stuff there. So a little bit of manland action does help avoid kind of the current meta of destroying the whole board over and over and mass exiling. 2.5 average, 18 creatures, humans, Phyrexians, Praetors, Warriors, Werewolves, and Worms, 10 instants, 2 sorceries, 3 artifacts, 1 enchantment, 3 planeswalkers, 25 lands total with a 2.5 average. You're saying maybe that's a little high? Maybe it isn't. It's not traditional alchemy. I don't know why that says that. It's actually standard. We do have some extra stuff in the sideboard there that was recommended. I adjusted it a little bit. Again, Rebellion came up with the core concept of this deck, came up with a couple of these interesting synergies like Sword of Once and Future. But overall, pretty a stock standard. I mean, I don't want to throw shade in it. Stock standard means good. It's probably the most type of effective deck, effective black deck. It's the mono black all-stars with a super effective kind of discard addition right there that really just kind of slow down some of those removal and some of the ways of avoiding the worst of the meta right now. So that's what we're looking at. Maybe a little bit more discard or more removal. Infernal Grasp, more Phyrexian Arena. Sorin, I don't know. I don't think Sorin's that great in this one, but that's what we're looking at right there. We're going to get into some games. We're going to see how they go. Doesn't require a lot of explanation. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you like this one? Do you not like this one? Go give Rebellion a visit. They just hit their 10,000 mark. I mean, not 10,000. They just hit their 1,000 mark. I'm about to hit the 10,000 mark. But I remember how excited I was when I hit 1K for the first time. You hit 4 numbers for the first time. You feel really good. So their channel's doing great. Just wanted to give them a shout out and take a look at this and see if it's super effective. It can actually get me to Mythic or not. Let's go into standard rank. Here we go, boys. It's unusual, I'll tell you that much. I go first. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, God. Mono blue. Oh, Lord. Lord, Lord, Lord. Let's hold on to it. Let's do this. Channel it. Nice. Got a shelled. He's waiting for me to play stuff here, and I'm not going to do it. Jin. Is he going to spell pierce me? Let's find out. Yeah, don't play it too quick, man. I haven't heard of Killer Mike's new album. No, what is it? So you have De La Rouche on there? Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. Look, what has to happen to a man to make him put this deck together and play it? Disgusting. Yeah, draw a bunch of cards. There you go, man. Draw a bunch of cards. There you go. I hope he takes a long look at himself after that. I hope he takes a long, long look at himself after that one, man. What do we got here? Urza, Prince of Krug. Got 2 slugged. He got slugged out. I go first and I get to hand rip? Absolutely. EOD Houdini, I think you're correct about that, man. What do we got here? Let's get rid of one with Mo. You don't need that, man. Let's find something else you don't need in there, man. Let's keep discarding. Going in on me here. Let's do that. 4 sacrifice right there. Very nice. Lose. So you got a removal? There you go. Draw some extra cards. Let's go in. No? Yes, maybe? Lose life. He probably wants card draw in this deck. That's probably his whole thing. And to resurrect stuff from the graveyard. Draw a card, then discard a card. Yeah, yep, Salon, no thanks, man. No thanks, bro. As the man Leon Kennedy said. Shasum Gong. Okay. Hey, what? Buggerman, 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 Buggerman. What's up, my dude? How you doing, my guy? I go first, early removal. I can hold it, or I can play the Evolved Sleeper. I think I'm going to, I'm a sleeper. Minecraft Grim Reaper blowing up blocks. Let's do that. Let's put Sleeper down just so they know we mean business. Ken the Gathering. Pretty good stuff there. Cool backs. Evolve Sleeper himself. We do that. We cut it down. Put the 2 down. Oh, he's going classic route, huh? He's going classic route. Let's do it. You want to play classic? We'll play classic, bro. Yeah, he looks like he's about to, Jin Taxis about to get it, man. Counterspell, perhaps. Planeswalker Jedi Katana, yeah. Holy shit, man. No mana here. Let's go for it. I don't know why the fuck he wasn't playing that. Let's go in. He probably kill with... He'll wait for it. No, he's not gonna play his removal either. I have no idea what's going on with this guy. Tenacious is gonna swing in hard. Tenacious here, aka Tenacious D. Boom. Draw, hit, pop, fit, top, bop. Is he going to put down the Sheoldred or not? That's the real question. If he does, I'm going to hit it with, go for the throat. Wow, I have not drawn a mana. Is he gonna play Sheldred ever? No, maybe. Counterspell? Oh, nice. Got that one off. Is he finally going to play the Sheldred? He's finally going to play the Sheldred. You should swing. You should totally swing, dude. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it was totally worth it. Let me tell you. The swing was worth it, man. 100%. All right, Wall of Fire. Here we go. Join forces. Some joined forces are the same that burn crosses. I don't think that's how that goes. Early removal. Oppo goes first. We'll see when we need to play removal here. We can play our own creature. Do it. Guardian of Throbbing. As she is throbbing. Wabango. Hopeful, isn't it? Makes it sound British, right? Hopeful, isn't it? Hopeful Initiate. As an RTJ fan, there's no way you didn't also know, there's no way that you additionally did not know, weren't aware of, what's their fucking name? People of the Sun, they're coming back again. Rage Against the Machine, Radham. Yeah. You listen to one, you listen to the other. I mean, De La Roche is the unofficial, he's the, what do they call him, the DLC? The unlockable character, and you run the Jewels pack right there. Coppercoat Vanguard, Squirrel Deflector Mert, or Kerberger. The Gorgeousy. Kerber. Or Fur. Let's do that. Hit. Alright, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna do a lockout? Yeah, he's gonna do a lockout. Who's he gonna do it on? Evolve Sleeper? Hit, hit, hit. Hey, Collega Levy, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Yeah, he can remove 2 on that. Knight Errant, very nice. Nice go wide right there. Pretty good, as expected. There was the removal, a day late and a buck short. Kind of droughted a little bit there, not too good, but, you know, Wall of Fire is Wall of Fire being what it is, you know? I don't think non-sentient creatures can get Planeswalker ability. I don't think Toxrill is smart enough to Planeswalk. I'm pretty sure they only come out in he takes a humanoid slug form. Are you even listening to yourself, X-River? Are you even paying attention to what you're saying right now? He's probably gonna run Counterspell, but it's alright. You gotta discard a card, my dude. Earn Migration, of course. The only thing that beats this is aggro. Naturally. Why wouldn't they have 2 Leyline Bindings in the first 12 cards of their hand? Why wouldn't that happen? You know? You're allowed to have 14 of these in your deck, right? Oh man, enchant removal's gonna need to get really good here, man. Hey, thank you for a good night, Ronin. Good night, Ronin. Good night, Samurai. Good night, Ninja. Good night, Cobbler Pie. That was a song I made for you. All right, we're gonna do that. Pop, pop. Draw a card. Good night, Cobbler Pie, I admit, is not a very good line. Likeness of the Seeker. Yeah, lock that one out too, man. Go ahead and do it. Bop, bop. There you go. Cycling, go for it, man. Yeah, you're on to something here, man. Yeah, why don't you pay that 7 life to get that out of there? Good job, man. Good game, man. Freaking every color. Teach you to run every color around here, man. Alright, let's do it. Wall of Fire. Here we go, boys. I go first with an open duress. Let's see if we can get the turn 1 duress scoop here. Let's see if we can get the coveted 1 turn duress here. I like this play. I don't know what the fuck that is, but alright. I'm gonna run a sacrifice into a graveyard. Talia, Guardian of Throbbing, Graveyard Trespass, Wabango, Deflector Might. Selesnya Legends, I guess, is what this is. Hit. Probably gonna put that down and then put Human, and then put Intrepid Adversary with a +2. Pop. Let's rush him in. I want to draw a card here. He is just staring at me. Alright, well, stare at me, dude. Hey, what's up, Joe Werewolf? Joe Werewolf! The only Jamaican werewolf to hang out on Twitch. We love to see it. Mary Snow? Well, what was she telling you that? It took me a while to figure that out. Listen. Me and her got to get a place first, all right? And for us to get a place, this YouTube thing got to start paying off real good, man. Right now, I'm getting $200 a month. That ain't going to cut it. Schlammo. Sigarda, nice. Nice card. I love Sigarda. Oof, and a Cathar on top. He's gonna put a he's gonna put a Cathar on top of me there and swing in. Good game. Well, Wildfire ain't no joke, man. I think we need less cut down. Filter. Filter, filter. Alright, if we're facing the dreaded mono red here, well, not really dreaded, we have a lot of forced sacrifice to open up with. This is the best way to stop the aggro.
Nobody knows Dominarius. Off you go.
He's gonna probably come in with etchings on Lily. He might come in with etchings on Lily. Oh, Reckless Stormseeker. You don't see that one too much anymore.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
Let's see which one he values more. Strike me. Oh, probably should have done the chicky. It does have a resurrection effect, but yeah, he's done. Nice. Nice. Okay, we'll start with this. Okay. Farmhand. All right. Might get exiled. Might get removed. We'll see. Ossification. Yeah, I figured it was going to get hit with removal. You got to expect. You got nowadays. You got to expect that. We're going to put down Underdog. See if he kills it or takes the hit. Yeah, he's going to kill it. Good. That's good. I want to get him down. Probably an exile or a mass destruction here. I would imagine so. Probably a Sunfall. Elish Norn. Elish Norn. Surprise. Color me surprised. We're going to devour you out of the graveyard. And close it up. There we go. Alright, Wall of Fire time. Wall of Fire time. Okay, early removal with some early plays. I'm on the draw. I don't really like that. Yeah, it's every flavored. It's the every color. Everyone's been running this horse shit lately because it's very hard to deal with. Kami. Okay. Gonna hit removal. I can eat that out of the graveyard, which means it can't res. We'll have to hit Kami, and then attack. That's going to be the right move there. Where's the lockouts? That's what I'm waiting for. All in Haunted. Okay.
Happy to help, but I'm taking. I've always hated.
Who's going in the boo-boo hole? Is it going to be Lily of the Billy? You have to discard for me there, bub.
Don't overthink things.
Jokai is probably going to play some lockout. If he's got the lockout. No, he doesn't have the lockout. He doesn't have the lockout. Boof. Boof. We don't need him gaining life. That's the bad news. Let's make you discard.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Swingo. I want to draw a card here. Out of there. Wall of Fire passed. Wall of Fire passed. Nice. Take that, enchantments. All right. Very nice. All right. Pretty good showing overall from our good pals here at Rebellion. It's a good deck. I like the kind of the flair that's been put on it, especially with the sword. And again, I've modified it from previously, but with the sword, with everything else that's on it, it is a nice little twist on what we know. Heavier on the man lands for a little bit of attacking, the sword for Exian Arena. Very similar, but the early discard and kind of an emphasis on a secondary discard is very nice. So really overall fun deck. Go give those guys a Rebellion a look. They just passed 1,000, so they're doing great. Adios, everyone. I've been Jay Villain, and you